Improving in chess is amazing. Being able to outsmart your opponent, having that confidence in your ability to make bold moves and take risks, or seeing your elo improve and bragging about it by your lower elo friends. But getting into chess as a beginner or someone who hasn't played in a long time could be quite the challenge. Since chess is one of the most complex games there is, there are more moves you can make on a chessboard than there are stars in our galaxy. That just shows you the depth of the game. Welcome to my channel, I'm Donnie. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And in this video, I will be laying the groundwork, sharing with you my ultimate guide on how you should go about improving in chess. From the very start, you need to set yourself a clear goal. This is the first and most important step you need to take. Everybody's goal will be different. That could be reaching a certain elo on chess.com, being able to beat your friend that thinks he's the next Magnus Carlsen, or just preparing for a local tournament without going 0 for 6. Setting a clear goal will help you focus on the aspects of chess that is relevant to your situation, and will help accelerate your growth a lot. Trust me, going in without a plan isn't a smart idea. Now for someone just getting into chess, you need to familiarize yourself with the basics. This is essential to build yourself a strong foundation. This includes refreshing your memory on stuff like castling, stalemate situations, and something like ampersand. Yes, for those who doesn't know, that is a real thing in chess. Understanding basic openings and development of pieces, and tactics such as pins, forks, and discovery attacks. These are all basic stuff that's essential for a beginner to know before they can really start improving in chess. When you've done that, and you're ready to play the game, take advantage of the fact that we live in the age of the internet. Never before in history has it been easier to play a game of chess, and it's definitely something you should use to your benefit. There are many platforms to play chess on, but I recommend you download chess.com. By just playing a few games on chess.com, they will give you your elo rating. This rating can be used as a benchmark to gauge your skill level. It will help you give you an idea on where you are starting at. For those wondering what's a good elo, everything below 1000 is usually considered a beginner. If you are between 1000 and 1300, you are considered intermediate player. Between 1300 and 1700, considered more advanced, and if you're above 1700, considered to have a really high mastery of the game. Now let's dive into the game of chess itself. This could feel like a really daunting task, since there's no one way to actually go about improving, and every person's answer might be different. Now after watching hundreds of these videos, I believe I have found one of the best ways to go about it. And this is simply just to break it down to 3 different parts: the opening, the middle game, and the end game. Since it's so easy to get overwhelmed with chess and how much there is to learn, breaking it down is definitely the best way to go about it. First, let's focus on the opening. Now, there are literally thousands of chess openings. Let me be the first to tell you that this doesn't matter to you as a beginner or even an intermediate player. Get yourself a few rock solid openings that you can play really well, and you should be fine. Really good openings to learn as a beginner or advanced player is the Ruy Lopez, the Scotch Game, the Queen's Gambit, the Sicilian Defense, and the Caro-Kann. These are all really strong basic openings that if you just play them really well, you can go far with them. A really good tip I have for you guys is just search the opening on YouTube, find a video, and learn the different variations of each of them. Once you've understand the basic principles of each opening, then it's time to use them in your games. Being able to play opening properly is a guaranteed way to start your game off strong and not be on the back foot from the get-go. Next up, we have the middle game. Being able to get a strong grip on the middle game, you need to understand how each piece functions and how to utilize each of them. The best way to train yourself how to think better in the middle game is to use puzzles. Chess.com has a great daily puzzle feature and a puzzle rush. Both of these are great to help you improve in your middle game. Now you didn't hear this from me, but if you use the free premium version of chess.com, you will have unlimited puzzles for a few days. And just spending these days focusing on puzzles will give you such a huge edge in your mid game. And after you're done studying the puzzles, you can just cancel the subscription. This is 100% worth it, and that's what I did. The second and equally important thing to take note of in your mid game is pawn structures. Study different examples of pawn structures and how you should play them. Now, Gotham Chess has a really great video on how to utilize the 5 most popular pawn structures you find in chess. Now, watching this video helped me a lot, and I definitely recommend you giving it a view. I will place the link in the description below, so check it out. Finally, let's talk about endgames. To improve your endgame, you need to learn the basic concepts of how you should go about each endgame. What I mean by this is how does a checkmate look when you have just a king and a queen. Same goes for a queen and a rook. And how you should play your position. You have a pass pawn and just a bishop and a knight to protect it. Now, there are a bunch of videos on this exact topic, and I recommend you watch a few of them, and just to get a basic understanding of each endgame you can encounter. Now, something I found really helpful and I use a lot is the chess engine on chess.com. You can use this to analyze your game and play out endgames you have been in the past and see how they would have looked if you played more accurate moves. This will help you a lot to build knowledge on each endgame, so the next time you're in a situation where you have the similar pieces on the board, you already have a better understanding on how you should approach this endgame. Now, staying on the topic of analyzing your game, you may have to make it a habit to analyze at least one game whenever you play chess. Usually when you play a few games, there's always one that stands out, whether it is your best or your worst game. I recommend analyzing whichever game stands out the most, since it's better to remember thought processes of that game, and will help you a lot to go back, reflect on why you did what you did, and seeing how you could go about improving your game. Now, a key thing to remember is keeping in mind the perspective of your opponent. Just flipping the board and seeing how your position looks from their side can help you a lot in seeing holes in your position and where you went wrong. A critical aspect of chess that a lot of players overlook is the mental aspect of the game, and how one's mindset affects your improvement. Having the right attitude towards your improvement is essential for success in chess. If you just got your ass kicked 4 times in a row, it might be a good idea to take a break, go and watch a video, play some puzzles, and just get the mental reset. This is something you don't always remember when you just got your board wiped 4 times in a row. Probably the easiest way to add knowledge to your chess game is just consuming chess content. We are lucky that we have a bunch of really good creators on both Twitch and YouTube. A few of my favorites is Gotham Chess, Hikaru, the Bote Sisters, Chess Nerd, and Anna Kramling. These are all really good creators and you should definitely give them a watch. Finally, I will leave you with this tip. Remember, improvement takes time. You should definitely enjoy the journey. The moment it starts to become a task, you aren't doing it right. Thanks for watching this video. Remember, please leave a like and subscribe. Bye!